How's it going, everyone? I am Yan, and today we are listening to another comeback. I don't remember if I have reacted or commented to any of their videos before, but I heard of them. I just don't know them very well, and they are called Golden Child. And so they just got a comeback, and the name of their song is called Burn It. So I'm not sure, the title Burn It sounds very like hot and upbeat, but you know, we can't always judge the title, so let's check it out right now. If you know anything about Golden Child, please give us a little bit of background information in the comments. I know they are from the WHOAH Entertainment with Infinite, and so I hope I get to know them more too, so please let us know down below. And while you're at it, please like and subscribe, and let's begin right now. Golden Child's Burn It. There's a female character.
안아줄게 한없이 슬펐던 나의 기억들을 모두 내가 가져갈게 태워줄게 흐르는 너의 눈물이 다 마를 때까지 더는 참을 수가 없을 것 같아 나를 용서해 너를 향한 모든 날카로운 시선들을 벗어날 수 있게 지켜줄게 안아줄게 한없이 슬펐던 너의 기억들을 모두 내가 가져갈게 흐르는 너의 눈물이 다 마를 때까지 We're in the fire Can you be fine 너의 슬픔들을 태워하얗게 더는 다가올게 We're in the fire You're gonna be fine 불꽃을 닦고 날아가 저 위로 Still me 내게 묶여있는 무거운 상처가 널 더 가라앉게 만들어 지금이라도 내게서 내밀어 그 사슬을 녹일 수 있게 내가 더 뜨겁게 타오를게
Oh, I see, yeah.
We're in the fire Can you be fine 너의 슬픔들을 태워하얗게 더는 가까이 We're in the fire You're gonna be fine 불꽃을 닦고 날아가 저 위로 약 열려진 이 세상 속 어디에도 온기 하나 없네 추억에 손을 내밀어봐도 내겐 닿을 수조차 없게 참 위태롭게도 계속 괴롭히고 또 상처인 내 모습이라도 무슨이라도 다 꿈이라도 I'm fine
No more 걱정간 후회 묻어두고 keep rolling 아픔과 상처 태워버려 burn it 드리워진 슬픔도 더 타오르게 가얗게 내 안에 꽃 피울게
Stay with me
Goosebumps everywhere. Whoa. Who gave Golden Child permission to have a movie inserted into their MV? Oh my gosh, that was totally unexpected. I thought, okay, there's a girl and then there's zombies, sure, but then there's actually like stuff going on, and this definitely reminds me of a lot of like some other Korean dramas. I don't really watch Korean dramas, but you know, watching snippets and hearing it from my friends, like this is the worst like apocalypse that can ever happen. Hate zombies, and they are like destroying and killing your friends, and they are becoming zombies too. So this was very emotional and touching, even though I don't even know Golden Child, but their acting was great. Same as this girl right here who's like transforming into that zombie thing. Like, whoa. So I guess there are two parts. Let me get ready. There's the movie part, right? The drama that's going on, the story, and I guess we don't really know what happens. We know that there are only a few members left. So there are two parts. There's the MV, the storyline, the movie, and also the music part. I don't know what they're saying in Korean, but yeah, we'll figure that out, or I'll figure that out later when I go onto Google. But Golden Child, they were great at acting. It just felt really tense, and also this female actress did a really good job too. So let's talk about the MV first, I guess. I was like, oh, there's actually like a female character. It's been a long time seeing another person or a love interest, you know, actually in the MV. And so I was like, oh, that's great. It's been a long time seeing that. And we realized, of course, it's not a happy ending, or at least for the time being. We see the members injured, a couple of them If not, one of them is slowly transforming into one of these zombies. How on earth did these zombies arrive in the first place? We don't know, but it's just very intense trying to gather all these materials and tools. It looked like they were just grabbing salt. I have no idea. Maybe it's to help heal the wounds. But we also see 3 other people with this girl right here. And so one person was kind of attracting all the zombies to him, so then the other guy with this girl could escape. And this girl got injured in the middle, right? Got scratched on the arm, and they're trying to communicate with one another with very like ancient communication tools, and also walkie-talkies, which may not be the best options if, you know, zombies are coming to attack you and trying to find signal. Maybe if you have a cell phone, that might be better. But if that's what they got, then yeah, but they weren't really able to connect with each other anyways. There is this hidden hut area, and so I think one person was injured. Everyone else went out to try and fight, right? Even though it seems pretty useless and hopeless right now. And yeah, they went out, and so one member got hurt and they tried to escape, and other members, there were more than 4 members, right? But I feel like in the movie scene, there were only like half of them were actually there to act and all that. And then the girl slowly transforming after the guy, you know, confesses his love to her and realize like, oh, she's actually turning into one as well, which was heartbreaking. And we do see her tied up, very clueless, right? No longer herself, and he's just super upset about that. And it's the beginning of the MV was showing her crying and kind of like letting go. So I thought she died, but I guess to some extent she did die. I mean, being a zombie is the same thing, just more horrifying. But she seemed to be pretty chill, like zombie, you know, just sitting there and not being violent. And so, yeah, I thought the contact lenses, you know, were super cool, or just the effects, very creepy. I'm not a fan of those contact lenses, right? Like I mentioned before, but I mean, it suits the setting very well, and it was a very sad and touching. We see one member was telling the other friend, like, just shoot me instead, I'd rather be dead instead of becoming a zombie, but instead he went out and tried to shoot and kill other zombies that were outside. And then we kind of end at this scene where there are like hundreds of zombies trying to attack another member, and we don't know what happens because there's only like this light, this tiny little dim candlelight, which is the only hope he has left. How many can he kill with that candlelight, right? And so it's kind of ironic because the title is called Burn It, and they are literally not burning anything or anybody or any monsters or zombies because that's all they have. So I'm looking forward to part 2. I feel like they will be able to tell us more, or maybe the story will end after, you know, the second mini album or the next single that they have, and kind of clarify. But I like how there's a cliffhanger, but it's also very sad at the moment since members are turning into zombies and they're separated from one another. So that part was really sad. As for the song, I really like the whistling part. There's a lot of whistle-like sounds, and it just sounds very peaceful and kind of more jollyful and more upbeat than what the MV is showing. So I was like, how is this song connected to the MV? Which I'm sure it does, but just listening to the melody, just the instrumental, and if I didn't look at the MV, I would have not thought of the MV like in this way, if you know what I mean, because everyone is wearing nice and light outfits, right, with flowers and just lots of bright light, which can also be ironic because the whole storyline is just dark and grim, but when it's them dancing, it's more hopeful and bright. Plants are growing in one of the scenes, right? So it seems like there's a new life that's going on. But we do have another setting here as I go search for it. If it lets me, you know, maybe in the beginning, here, that, no, so many members, please, thank you. I don't know all of you. It's great that you have, like, you know, close-up shots too, which is great. Even in the midst of like this MV, it's packed full of things, so I'm glad they have the time to also show their faces as well. Here in a setting with ruins. This looks like an old like cathedral or church, old buildings, and in the background is either like a sunrise or sunset, which can be a sign for hope and change and renewal. But I feel like we're at the end of the world and they are just dancing by themselves, like they're the only survivors left. But I thought the choreography was really cool too, very powerful, especially when it got to the end, before all the story happened, or before, you know, revealing more of the story. We were able to see more of the choreography, and I would love to see more just because they were showing power. There are small like movements of kind of vampiriness like right here, but I feel like there's a lot of fluidity in this choreography as well from what I saw, and so it's very unique. I look forward to seeing what else they have besides the scenes I saw, so I will check out their music shows or the showcases so I can fully enjoy the choreography as well, since we were definitely supposed to focus more on the MV in this case, or the storyline. And so yeah, they were able to fill or put a lot of things into this MV, even though it is longer than usual, but I thought that was kind of nice. But we do see here, looks more like daytime perhaps, but there are more clouds, so is it a sign of hope, or you know, it's still kind of like the more of like troubles and difficulties? Like, are we still in that section, kind of like the climax, or are we at the plot of the MV? So yeah, I am very curious to see what happens, as he is the last member, kind of showing like this is all I have. And so yeah, I think this is great. It was very different than other MVs I've watched recently. There's a very distinct storyline, and it makes you feel really sad and worried about the members, even though it's fake, even though I don't know them, but it really does make the viewer like, oh no, like please survive, you know, that type of a feeling. So yeah, thank you for watching it with me. Continue to listen to Golden Child and Burn It and their other album, or the album that was just released. Continue to enjoy that as well. Thank you, and I will see you in another video.